Okay, electrical aficionados. I am trying to figure out my gauge cluster. Right now I have my, I broke the little head off of it, but this is the wire for my temperature gauge. Okay, so I've got the little bit of wire wrapped around this, going to battery negative. I've got my gauge cluster plugged in. And it will not go all the way up when you short it straight to ground. However, everything else works properly. Like in terms of like the resistance is super low on the wire, you know, on the wires back here. There is 12 volts going to the power wire to the gauge cluster. The lights work when you like turn it to on. All the lights work. This will go down, and then when you turn the key on, it goes up to a little bit, but when you short it, it doesn't go all the way to the top. But that wire is good all the way through. And then I also checked the resistance on the back. Hold on a second. So this little thing here says that the power wire is supposed to be red, but there's no solid red wire anywhere on here. So somebody has like done something at some point, but I do know that this yellow one is the power wire, and if I pin this, it gives me 12 volts. So there is good power to this. And then I checked, so my the temperature sender is number 5 on this one. Let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you trace this little copper tracing all the way around to here, and you put your multimeter on it, there's like very little resistance from here to here. So, and I've really examined very closely all of these little tracings, and I don't see any breaks, you know, any obvious damage. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I want this cluster to work. My oil and my temperature do not work. Fuel's questionable, but maybe that's a float. Voltmeter does work. And like my speedometer, this or whatever this thing is, tachometer and speedometer do work and respond appropriately. So what do I do, guys? I need advice. Is this cluster bad? How do I test this cluster? Like, take it in the house, separate it entirely from this vehicle and any wiring having to do with the vehicle, and test these gauges or whatever to see if they work. That's what I need to know. Okay, let's do this together, because my eyes are bad. This is where it gets hard. I'm going over a bump. Come around, stay on it. Goes to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think we should put it back to 6, right? Okay, so I put it back to the 6 spot because that's what it looked like it was supposed to be to me. And then, hold on 1 second. Oh. Come on, you fucking thing. There we go. And then my copper wire is still attached, and this is on, and it's doing the same thing, so it doesn't really seem to make much difference if it's in the 5 or 6 slot. It doesn't do anything anyway.